We stay on the all-weather for race number 2, but down to a Class 5 for this race, and also back to the 1200 metres. Loris switches back to the all-weather for just his 4th attempt. Colourful Prince blinkers off, Shadow Roll goes on. Touch Faith wears pacifiers again. Golden Mission raced wide on this surface last time and ran 4th behind the multiplier. Akka Power, hood off, cheek pieces go on. We've got Handsome Guys getting that £5 claim for Alfie Chan. Fortune Marbo has been well backed his last 2. His trial form on the all-weather hasn't been too bad, and nobody knows really needs to lift him what he's done in a short time here in Hong Kong. Nick with Colourful Prince, extra £10 for a senior rider on, but still leading. Yeah, and he's well drawn, marking gate number 1, so he should not have to use too many petrol tokens to get to the front. Colourful Prince. Super Class could be prominent, so too Treasure of Field might not be too far away. He did lead a couple of starts ago when running down the field behind Tronic Mighty. You've also got Loris, who's lightly raced on this surface, but he might be caught a little bit wider than 1 or 2, and Fortune, Marbo and Co. Tom following those. Yeah, once upon a time, Loris was a reliable leader. Whether he's got the sort of pace and the legs now to get across them here from barrier number 8, but we know you can sit wide on the all-weather and still win. But outside of Colourful Prince, Treasure of Field, Golden Mission can also race handy, so wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe up on the firing line early. We are going to stick with Loris, and in our first replay, Nick, here he is at Happy Valley where he has gone best. Just his second go in Class 5 on the all-weather. He did make some minor inroads from back in the field on his first try. He did, and look, I mean, the thing with him, I think, is that he's off a handy mark now as well, which is going to give him a bit of a chance. But all up here, he's 0 from 17 at Sha Tin. Clearly enjoys racing at Happy Valley that bit more, but look, he's the class in the race, Tom, and it's a lowly level, so he must have some sort of chance. He was my idea of the winner last time out, but I thought he was a little plain Jane there when he got up outside to the leader and just battled away the last 100 or so. What about Colourful Prince, Tom? He's going to be one of the pace angles. Now, he was running a cheeky race this night at Happy Valley for quite some time. Eventually gets run down by an informed G1 Excellent, but extra weight on his back. He's just placed 1 from 5 on the surface. Yeah, I'm going to give him a chance here in this race. Shadow Roll goes back on, blinkers are off as well, and they tried to pinch a little bit of a break with him at the top of the straight last time out, but just folded up late and got tired. Did lose the whip there as well, did Angus Chung. So, look, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I'm fully there with you, Tom, as well. Look, I think he's a definite chance. I think the where he's drawn is key as well. He's drawn in 1, so he can roll forward, and in what isn't a strong race, he might just be good enough here. He features in this replay too, Nick, does Colourful Prince, but we've spoken about him. We've got Golden Mission 4th and Gold Comet, who runs 2nd. He's lost a lot of weight, though. He has, yeah. He's come down 31 pounds, hasn't he, from his last start when he ran 2nd behind the multiplier, beaten 3 and a bit length. So, look, he's clearly dropped plenty in weight. He stays on a mark of 31. He's got to replicate this decent run, Tom, once again, I think, to be considered, but he's favoured at this stage. I'm not convinced at all, especially considering he's lost weight. He's down to 1,006 pounds. His winning weight when he hacked up by 9 or so lengths was 1,029, so he's a fair way off that, and he hasn't looked the same horse since. That was over 16.50, that win too, where he bolted in. Open Class 5 for race number 2. Tom, who are you with? Yeah, it is. I've gone with Akka Power here now. He's had a little bit of racing recently. Hugh Bowman and David Hall are teaming up here. He's on the backup from last Sunday at Sha Tin, so a little bit of a quick backup before him, but I think he's got claims because he has run well on the all-weather in the past. Colourful Prince, Touch Faith is a winner off 40 last season. He's got himself down to 36 with Zach Purton on board. And Handsome Guys had blood in the trachea last time out, so issues with him there, but his prior runs were okay also. 6, 2, 3 and 8. Yeah, 2 on top for me. Colourful Prince here. I think the fact he's well drawn, surface seems to suit him okay, and he should get a nice run here in this race. Lyle Hewitson on board for Douglas White, so we'll go with him on top. Gold Comet goes into the numbers on the back of that run last time. Hopefully he can run to that sort of form once again. If he does, then he's definitely a chance. Touch Faith should be suited on this surface. He is a course and distance winner, and Loris, I've put him in up at the top purely because he is in this grade for only the 2nd time, and he's off a decent mark nowadays as well. 2, 7, 3 and 1. There is a look at race number 2. It's the Class 5. It's over 1,200 metres and a number of chances across the board.